Funny GIFs are fine, but what do they really add to the onboarding emails that you're sending? Not a lot. A little bit of character and personality, sure. But an educational GIF showing a quick user interaction can help users imagine how easy it would be to set up their account or accomplish the onboarding steps. Today, I'm looking at how Linktree uses educational GIFs in their emails with SaaS and e-commerce email expert Sama Owais. Are you ready? Let's go! Hey Sama, how's it going?
Hey Mark, going pretty well.
I always laugh every single time. We've done three
Yeah.
of them now, and every single time I do one of these teardowns with a new guest, I always think the third one is just this hint of desperation about the greeting from both sides. All right, cool. Today we're talking about Linktree's kind of instructional email, which is about YouTube. Uh, I'm guessing, but I think the thing that we're looking at mostly is the GIFs in
Yeah.
these things. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So one of my, I'd say, secret weapons for creating SaaS onboarding emails is create inserting GIFs, instructional GIFs, not just those funny GIFs that you find at Giphy.com,
Right.
but like instructional GIFs that show users how to do something before they even click through, right? And I find that that takes away the anxiety of trying out a new feature.
Mm.
Because I've kind of already seen what that's going to look like and I can do it, and if not, I have this point of reference to come back to. And so it's not, it's a lot easier and faster than linking out to a help doc or a tutorial. And so this is my favorite way of showing users, subscribers how to do something, but I haven't seen any SaaS business do it with the wholeheartedness that Linktree is doing it, and I love it. So they kind of, as far as I understand, LinkedIn Pro allows you to add a button that lets people subscribe to your YouTube channel, like from within
Okay.
Instagram, right? I think Linktree is an Instagram specific app. Anyway, so just and honestly speaking, when I first thought of it before opening the email, I was like, oh yeah, it's just going to be a button that's going to redirect people to YouTube and then, subscribe there. And so when I saw the GIF, I was like, hang on, they're not leaving the app. This is brilliant. And so I just really, really like how they've used GIFs in their email here. And the copy is nice. It's, direct. It's to the point. It's short. Yeah, and the CTA is like upfront, because if you are a YouTube content creator, you are definitely looking to increase your channel subscribers, and you're definitely going to want them. But they don't just stop there, right? They go on to highlight the 4 YouTube features that you get when you sign up for Linktree Pro. And my tiny um, well, what's the word for it? Like my gripe with
Yeah.
this email is that their headings and their heading is below the GIF. It should have been above the GIF to tell people what they're actually looking at, right? So embed a YouTube link, like let the copy be below the GIF, that's fine. But the feature itself, the subheading for it should have been above the GIF so that we know what we're looking at.
Right.
A lot of times we're seeing our emails on our phones, right? And that GIF is big enough to take over our screen. And so we won't know what we're looking at until we scroll down. And then that's friction. That's unnecessary friction, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, other than that, this is fine. The 4 features they highlight and show how to turn on, off, whatever, is just absolutely brilliant.
I think so. This is not an onboarding. This is like a feature announcement. Is
Yeah,
that
this is a
okay?
feature announcement.
Well, I think, it's quite a lot of effort to go to put in that to do the work basically to generate these GIFs for that feature announcement. Whereas, which is really interesting because most people would go to this amount of effort to do the like an onboarding email because it gets sent, for months on end or years maybe.
So here's the thing. Who is stopping Linktree from repurposing this email into an onboarding email? Because new features get added all the time, onboarding sequences get updated all the time. And so this isn't an email that's just sent once and forgotten about. This is an email that can be reused. And I'm pretty sure they have an intern there somewhere who is like a pro at creating GIFs. And so they've got a process for it. They can do it fast. And yeah, I want to meet their GIF person and see how they do it. I want them to record like an over-the-shoulder tutorial for me.
That would be really interesting.
Yeah.
I would love to see that. I totally agree with you. These GIFs in SaaS emails can really be
Yeah.
quite
And one more thing about the point that you raised, right? How much effort goes in. If you are going to all that effort to release a new feature,
yeah.
you can create an email like this to encourage adoption, right? Because if a feature is not being used, then at some point in the future, it's going to be either cut off or just forgotten and not updated as much. And so that's not fair to the people who will be using that feature.
That's
So
def-
yeah, if you're investing resources, if your research shows that this is a much requested feature, then just it deserves an email that
that's
had a
enough.
lot of effort put into it. I'm passionate about emails, so I'm always going to be very very okay with time and work intensive emails as
Yeah.
long as they help the user.
Yeah, I just say one criticism I have about this email is that call to action for me. I don't really like I can guess, but also join the pros to try them out. I don't really like, for example, I don't know why they put pro as in massive capitals because I read that as an acronym myself.
Oh,
And I'm
okay.
like, what's a
So
PRO?
Okay, so here's feedback because I'm a Linktree user,
Yeah.
or I used to be. I'm not sure if my Instagram account still has that. But Linktree Pro is their paid version, right? So they have a free version, and then so
Yeah.
even on their website, I think everywhere it's capitalized.
Yeah.
And so people who use them, who are familiar with Linktree, will understand. And I love a good wordplay, so I'm a fan of that CTA.
Yeah. There you go. I'm wrong.
Not necessarily. So here's the thing: conversion is very, very, and these micro conversions, especially, they're very subjective.
Yeah.
So it's you could also be a Linktree customer, and it's just not working for you.
Sure. Sure. Yeah, that's totally right. So this has been really interesting. All of these emails have been great, and a pleasure to have you. Thank you.
It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for having me.
No problem anytime.